happening again. I'm live again. Hi. Hello. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I did. So, good morning. And this morning's Facebook Live is about resilience. It's about building resilience, cultivating resilience through clowning. And yeah, before we get going, I thought I would just talk a little bit about resilience. There's two kind of definitions of resilience that I'm interested in. One is about toughness, so being tough, being able to withstand whatever pressures come your way. And then the other one is about elasticity, so being able to spring back. Resilience, we're talking about two things, toughness and elasticity. And I like to think about the willow tree as the metaphor when I'm thinking about resilience. So you can try this for yourself wherever you are. The willow tree. You can imagine wherever you are that you've got roots growing down into the ground, and they're growing down deep down into the ground and wide as well. So you can feel a sense of being really anchored into the earth with these deep and wide roots. So just take a little moment to feel your roots growing deep and wide into the ground. So these roots, they can give you a sense of being anchored into the ground, but also they can give you a sense of being nurtured, so you can pull up nourishment through your roots. So just take a moment to just notice, what do you need right now? Maybe you need a little bit of energising and invigorating, or maybe you need a bit of soothing and calming. So I want you to imagine sucking this up through your roots, sucking this nourishment up through your roots, and every in-breath fills up your whole body with this nourishment coming in through your roots, coming up the trunk, coming up all the way to your shoulders, all the way down your arms to your fingertips, filling up your head and neck. So feeling like a tree, a willow tree, rooted, grounded, nourished. Every single cell of your body is receiving a little bit of nourishment. So with the metaphor of the willow tree, you can imagine that you're deeply planted. I'm just going to move back a little bit. You can imagine that you're deeply planted into the ground, but at the same time, if the wind was to blow, your body would just sway this way and that, but you would keep your feet planted on the flat floor. So let's try this for a little bit. Keep your feet planted on the floor, and imagine that a big gust of wind comes from this side. Let your body flop, go with the breeze, and then come back to upright again. And imagine that the breeze is going to flow on this side. It's going to really blow you hard. And you're going to bring yourself back to upright. Imagine that the breeze is blowing from behind you. It's really, really strong gust of wind. And you come back to upright. You come back to your shape. And the breeze is blowing from the front. And you come back to upright. So just play around with this a little bit. Imagine that the breeze is blowing, your feet stay planted, and you just find a way to go with this, to keep everything soft and floppy. And just go with this. So this is resilience. This is the essence of resilience. To be tough and to be elastic, to have a flexibility about you. So resilience is something that you build through tiny actions. Lots and lots, many tiny actions help you build resilience. So what have you done for yourself this weekend to build your resilience? What have you done to refuel, to nurture, to take care of yourself this weekend? So for instance, I've been walking down by the river. I've been eating really good food. I've been having really long phone calls with really good friends. Been enjoying the sunshine. What have you been doing? Ah, there's Robyn saying, I looked after my garden. There's something very nourishing about that, to look after plants, to look after growing things. It definitely transfers to a feeling of you looking after yourself. Yeah, looking after your garden. Dozing off whenever I wanted, Lexi. Wow! That is some supreme self-care there, to allow yourself to rest. Ah, so lovely. Kate went to a poetry Zoom. Oh, that's delicious. How nurturing to surround yourself with words and the words of others. Deep conditioning my hair. Oh, that's lovely. Giving your hair that resilience. Robbie's been doing inner child meditation, giving your inner child a bit of love and care. Oh, Becky has planted the potatoes and drank wine with your love. Wow, planting the potatoes is great. Get them really deep in the earth. And it really connects you with that kind of being planted and being nurtured and grown. Sandra has baked a lemon drizzle cake and ate most of it. Yeah! Yeah, that's a nurture, lovely, sweet nurture for yourself. So, okay, you've all got it. You're all doing it. You're all doing these little mini acts of resilience. And I know often it can seem a bit self-indulgent, and it can be a bit like, oh God, I should be doing other things with my life. There's better things for me to do. But actually, this is the good stuff. This is the stuff that allows you to refuel so that you can give more. You can give more out there. So I give you all a big tick. Golden tick for that. So I've got a little exercise for us to try, which is tapping into your clown's wisdom, asking your clown to help you to build your resilience. And there's several ways you can do this. You can do this as an imagination exercise, just sitting and imagining all of this happening in your head, or you can actually do this physically in your living room. You can enact this. I'm going to take you on a fantasy journey. I'm going to take your clown on a fantasy journey, so you can actually embody that in your living room. So get a sense of how much energy you've got today and what feels right for you. And I'm going to lead you through this exercise. So before we begin, I should say, this is an exercise that I've adapted from something I did with Angela De Castro in her workshop. And I've sort of taken it on through... adapted it and done my own thing with it, but I just wanted to say, Angela De Castro, what it is, I'm going to take you to clown paradise. I'm going to take you to a place where your clown feels free and nurtured and safe. And from that, we're going to take some of that safety and nourishment and nurture into our own lives. So for this exercise, I'm going to say, trust your clown. Trust your clown to lead you through this. So let them make the decisions. Don't worry too much about getting it right or doing the right thing. Just hand it over to your clown and let them have this little adventure, and then you can see what you want to pick up from it afterwards. So let's begin. Begin where you are. So just here, have a little look around your living space. Just notice some of the things you've got here, some of the objects. Noticing some of the colours and shapes, some of the things that you surrounded yourself with. You're just noticing some of the feelings you have about the objects that you've brought into your house. You might want to wander around a little bit while you do this. Just noticing what's already here, what's naturally here. So I'd like you to imagine that you are going to leave your house behind and go out your front door into the street. So this is just in your imagination. So just feeling the difference in temperature to walk out onto the street, just noticing already how your body feels different, and you can walk around while you're doing this. So feeling the ground beneath your feet and just feeling how that feels different from your floors in your house, from carpet and wooden floor. So now you're on pavement, so just walking through the streets. Noticing what you can notice, imagining houses, imagining buildings, imagining lampposts. Take a big sniff of the air and notice how the smell of the air is. So you're going to walk through your town or village or city, noticing whatever you notice and noticing how that impacts you as you walk through your landscape. You might notice a dog or a person. There might be somebody on a bike. There might be a cat sitting on a wall. So just noticing how you feel, how you're impacted. And you're going to walk all the way through your town or city or village until you get to the very edge. And when you get to the edge of your village, there's a huge, great expanse of grass, big fields. So you're going to start to walk across the grass and just feel how that feels different under your feet to be walking on grass. Smell that grass in the air. There's more space here, so just start to feel a sense of spaciousness. There might be animals, you might see sheep or cows. You might smell cow shit in the air. Just notice. Might be occasional trees. On the other side of the fields there is a forest, so you're going to walk into the forest. Just notice the change in temperature. You might find it a bit cooler inside this forest. Smell all the smells of the leaves and the trees and the mud. Those musty forest smells. You might notice creatures scuttling around in the branches. They're walking through the forest, going under branches. As the forest starts to get a bit thicker, it's getting more dense, so you probably have to work your way around these trees a bit. Under branches, over branches. Enjoying your time in the forest. And on the other side of the forest, there's a mountain. And you're going to start to climb the mountain. Oof, it's a big mountain, so start at the bottom and work your way up. And as you get higher up the mountain, you'll notice that the air will change. The air gets thinner, colder. And the creatures change. You might start to see different creatures around, different birds. Just noticing. Higher and higher up the mountain until you get to the very top. Ooh, take a breather when you get to the top. Have a look around. You have a 360 view. You can see for miles and miles in all the directions. Enjoy what you can see. On one side of the mountain, there's a big expanse of water. I don't know whether it's a lake or the sea or a big river. You know. A big expanse of water. And on the other side of the water is clown paradise. It's your personal clown paradise. And this might be somewhere that you actually know in real life, or it might be somewhere imagined. And here is a place that you know you're going to be nurtured, you're going to be safe, you're going to be free. It's a place that's just set up for you. So you're going to come down the other side of the mountain in whatever way feels right for you. You can abseil, you can slide, whatever. And you're going to swim across the water, or you could have a raft or a boat if you like. So you're going to get across the water somehow. And you're going to find yourself outside, just on the edge of clown paradise. Take a little moment to hear what you can hear. What are the sounds coming out of your clown paradise? What can you smell? So with your senses wide open, take a little walk into your clown paradise. Oh, what's the ground like under your feet? What's the temperature like here? Is it warm or cool? What can you see? Noticing shapes, colours, details. You know this is your place because somewhere there is an outfit. It's your outfit. It's an outfit for your clown. And it's an outfit that's going to make your clown feel really, really happy. So don't think too much about it. Just find that outfit. Feel the texture of the fabric, the weight of the fabric. Maybe take a little sniff of it just to smell what it smells like and put it on, whatever it is. Put on your ultimate outfit that's going to make you feel really happy and safe and free. And enjoy it. Just take a little bit of time enjoying your outfit. It's really good. You look great. So now you've got your outfit on, you can spend a bit of time in your clown paradise. Just interact with the scenery. You can interact with the objects, the animals. Have some fun. And if you need it, you can rest. You can just find a lovely comfy place to sit and rest in your paradise. You don't have to be active here. So here is a place where you're safe and free and nurtured. Enjoy it. Yeah, I enjoy this. Just let it unfold moment by moment. You don't need to plan. Just see what turns up. Enjoy it. Interact with it for as long as you're interested. And if you start to get bored, you can put it down. There's plenty more. There's plenty more things to play with here. Yeah. Now, soon it's going to be time to go, and you can come back anytime. You can come back here anytime, but soon it is going to be time to go. So before you go, just take a little sit down, find something comfy to sit on, find something lovely to sit on. Take a little rest for a moment. Just take it in. Paradise, the smells, the sights, the temperature, the sounds. Really savour it. And notice somewhere around you a small object, pocket-sized object. Maybe it's a shell or a seed or a stone or something. So pick it up and feel it in your hand. Feel the weight of it. Feel the temperature of it. In this little object, this is the key that will bring you back to your clown paradise whenever you need to come. So you can take this object and put it in your pocket. And it's time to say goodbye to your clown paradise for now. So taking off your outfit. Taking one last look around. Taking a walk out of clown paradise. Coming back now to that water, so getting across the water, you can swim, you can take a raft, you can take a boat across the water to the mountain, finding your way up the mountain. Maybe there's a ladder, maybe there's a lift, finding your way up the mountain. At the top of your mountain, take a moment to look back at clown paradise, see it from a distance. Touch that little object in your pocket. And it's time to come down the mountain. So coming down the other side of the mountain, however feels right for you, making your way down the mountain. Through the forest, back through the forest, through the trees. all the way through the trees, to the fields, across the fields, that wide open expansive space, saying hello to the cows and the sheep, to the streets, feeling the pavement under your feet. Ooh, now noticing the houses start coming back, the buildings start coming back, the temperature changes, the smells change. Coming back all the way to your house and into your room, whatever room you're in now, and just taking a moment to look around. Here you are, you're back with your things, your familiar things. Yet there's something in your pocket. Let's touch that to reconnect. That's your little key back to your clown paradise whenever you want to go back there. So, my friends, how was that for you? Would you like to say anything about your clown paradise? Tell us a little detail about what you found there. There is homework. If you like, you can draw a picture of yourself in your clown paradise. You can take a picture of that and send it in. Or you can make a little film of you in your clown paradise. Maybe just 2 or 3 minutes film, and you can send it in. I will post the album in the comments after I finish this live. But before I go, anything you want to share about your clown paradise? Warm sand. Oh, yeah. Sounds lovely. I remember warm sand. Anyone else want to share anything that you found? Oh, Robyn was swimming with tropical fish. Oh, and she lay in a hammock. How lovely. Shimla had a unicycle in her clown paradise. And Bee has a costume that is soft and strokeable teddy bear suit. And your object is a little pine cone. Oh, lovely. Lexi has soft mossy grass and bluebells everywhere. Oh, these all sound beautiful. Oh, Robbie has... My room looks pleasingly like my clown paradise. I also had hammocks and a tyre swing. And Kate says, it felt of moss, scales, feathers, sunlight. Oh, so many of these lovely, natural, beautiful things. Ah, that's Becca. I was in a hammock under some trees having a nap. There's so many hammocks. It's like you've all collectively tapped into like the hammock wavelength here. Trampolines in Shimala's. I love this, and I love, everybody's paradise is different. Some is, rest is different for everybody. Rest means different things for different people. Rest can mean actually, lying back and resting, or rest can mean play. Actually, play can be rest, because it's a way to recharge. So, I've had such a lovely time being with you here today. Oh, I've got another one from Ella. A sense of lightness and freedom. Picked up a small stone painted like a ladybird. Oh, Bertie was in the super sunny land with smell of fresh hay. Oh, so many hammocks. Yeah, there were a lot of hammocks. Maybe that's the true key to resilience. Maybe we all just need a hammock. Yeah. It looks like maybe you've had everything you need in this session. I think you have. I'm not getting any questions from you. So, thank you. Thanks for coming. And we're going to be doing this every Monday morning, 10 o'clock. Me and Robyn will take it in turns to do a Facebook Live, just to begin your week with some clowning. Thanks for coming, and have a lovely day.